50 Cent didn't just show up, he came swinging with a flamethrower. July 2nd, 2025. The day Hollywood's golden facade cracked wide open. Inside a Los Angeles federal courtroom, the air was thick with tension. Sean Diddy Combs, a man once untouchable party king, business mogul, hip-hop royalty, the man who danced through decades of fame, now stood under the cold, merciless gaze of justice. For weeks, the trial had been a media bloodsport. Tabloids screamed headlines, live streams dissected every breath, conspiracy channels pulled all-nighter like it was the Super Bowl. And then silence. The gavel struck. After a turbulent trial that kicked off on April 28th, the jury handed down a split decision that nobody saw coming. The verdict dropped like a bomb. Acquitted of the most explosive charges: racketeering conspiracy, sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion. The same charges fueled by graphic, bone-chilling testimony from Cassie Ventura and a mysterious woman known only as Jane. These were the accusations that could have ended his empire permanently. But just when the crowd thought he'd walked free. Plot twist? Guilty. On 2 counts. Transportation to engage in prostitution. 1 count tied to Cassie, 1 to Jane. Each count, a potential of carrying up to 10 years sentence. Now, with sentencing set for October 3rd, the legal battle might be over. But the real war, the one playing out in the court of public opinion, is only just beginning. Because when the news hit, one man in particular saw an opening to turn Diddy's partial victory into pure humiliation. And that man? The king of hip-hop pettiness, the troll master himself, Curtis 50 Cent Jackson. And trust me, you're going to want to see exactly how he turned Diddy's courtroom drama into the internet's most savage roast session of 2025. So stay right here, because what happens next? It's wild, it's messy, and it's the kind of celebrity beef that makes reality TV look like a Disney Channel rerun. If hip-hop beef was an Olympic sport, 50 Cent would have a gold medal, a sponsorship deal, and his own sneaker line by now. And when the verdict hit, 50 didn't just react, he pounced. The king of petty, the master of memes, and Diddy's longtime nemesis. Within minutes, literally minutes after the verdict, 50 was on Instagram. His post? An AI-generated image of himself looking smug as ever with the caption, "Diddy beat the Rico, that boy is a bad man." He liked the gay John Gotti. If you're not catching the reference, John Gotti, the infamous mob boss who earned the nickname Teflon Don for dodging through multiple trials without a conviction. 50 wasn't just mocking Diddy's legal escape, he was branding him as a flamboyant gangster who slipped through the cracks. But this was just the first jab, the warm-up punch. Over the next few days, 50 unleashed a barrage of posts and turned Instagram into his own comedy courtroom. More AI-generated images mocking Diddy as an untouchable mob boss. Sarcastic captions like, "Next season on Power, guess who's guest starring?" Social media went wild. Fans weren't just watching beef, they were watching a one-man roast marathon. But just when you thought it couldn't get darker, it did. May 27th, during the trial, Diddy's former assistant Capricorn Clark took the stand. And her testimony, chilling, cold, calculated, and loaded literally. She told prosecutors that Diddy once had a gun because he had a problem with 50 Cent. Clark recalled a moment after an MTV press event when Diddy allegedly said, "I don't like all the back and forth, I like guns," in a tone she described as very serious. For most people, that would be a terrifying accusation. For 50 Cent, it was a setup for comedy gold. For most people, that's terrifying, but for 50, that's content. The very next day, 50 Cent's response? The classic fifth. He posted an AI-generated image of himself on a movie set captioned, "Cut, cut. Wait a minute, Puffy's got a gun? I can't believe this. I don't feel safe, LOL." Then, hours later, another post. "Oh my goodness, itty bitty Diddy wants me dead. I have to lay low. I think I'm gonna hide out at the playoff game tonight." The comments section? A digital riot. Fans were tagging friends like it was breaking news. Celebs lurked in the shadows. Even rival rappers were watching. It was trolling at its finest, but also a reminder of the real tension between these two hip-hop giants. If you thought 50 Cent was just trolling for fun, think again. This feud with Diddy? It's not new, it's not casual. It's a 2-decade-long grudge match that's been simmering beneath the surface of hip-hop, and now it's boiling over. We're talking about rival vodka brands, Ego clashes, sneaky jabs over artist contracts and credibility, and every few years they find a new reason to throw shade. But this trial, this was like handing 50 Cent a blank check for content, and he's cashing it in with zero chill. It was like handing 50 Cent a loaded meme gun with unlimited ammo. Then came the shirt roast. From the moment the verdict dropped, 50 went full savage. He didn't just mock Diddy, he zoomed in on celebrities wearing free Diddy shirts outside the courthouse and posted, "Imagine wearing a t-shirt for a man found guilty of transporting women for prostitution. Couldn't be me." The man is fearless, ruthless, and absolutely thriving in the chaos. The post racked up millions of views overnight, millions of views, thousands of comments. Even people who had no idea about the trial suddenly knew, because 50 Cent had turned it into a meme event. But the biggest bomb is still ticking. The real grenade? He's about to toss his alleged Netflix docuseries, Diddy Do It? Yup, 50's not just trolling, he's producing. And if this project drops, it won't be a diss track. It'll be a full-blown cultural hit job. Let's not forget this is the same guy behind Surviving El Chapo and Hip-Hop Homicides. He knows how to turn real-life scandal into streaming gold. And judging by his energy right now, 50 is itching to press that detonate button. Meanwhile, Diddy's legal team is scrambling. Sentencing is set for October 3rd, 2025. He could face up to 2 decades behind bars or walk away with a lighter sentence, depending on how the judge plays it. But while Diddy's camp is in crisis mode, 50 is in his element, thriving. Every new twist is another meme, another roast. He's not just winning the petty Olympics, he's writing the rulebook. Cassie Ventura's lawyer praised her bravery, saying her testimony paved the way for the guilty verdicts even if the jury didn't convict on all counts. And she's not alone. Celebs like Kesha, Rosie O'Donnell, and Evan Rachel Wood have rallied behind survivors using this case to spotlight the system's failures. And in the middle of that serious conversation, 50 Cent is doing what he does best, turning a heavyweight scandal into internet-breaking entertainment. And whether you love him or hate him, one thing's for sure. Every twist in this case, another meme. Every headline, another punchline. Love him or hate him, you have to admit. When 50 Cent enters the chat, the drama goes nuclear. So what's next? Will Diddy serve time? Will 50 Cent drop his docuseries? Will more secrets spill out before sentencing day? One thing's for sure, this saga is far from over. And in the world of hip-hop, power, and scandal, the truth is often stranger than fiction. If you've been hooked on this drama, smash that like button, share this with someone who loves the tea, and subscribe so you don't miss the next chapter. Because in Hollywood, every end is just the start of the next episode. And trust me, you do not want to miss what's coming next.